repetitive. You just gotta have all this stuff to do every raid. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I guess so. I just don't take Mother's Day / Father's Day that seriously. Like I'm a father, technically, too. Like I say technically because well, I don't mean technically. Like I'm not a father. Like technically, legally, I haven't adopted her. That's all I'm trying. I'm not an official like father, but I'm still like a guardian. I don't know how that works legally. I don't know the terms. Does she want to be adopted? We haven't bothered to ask. You know, it's one of those things that like it's a lot of paperwork. And so, like, if she wants to, we'll do it. But we haven't brought it up. We kind of don't want to bring it up necessarily right now either, because she's still in that like rash decision age. You know what I mean? Everyone's level 20. Like, there's lots of stuff that we have to be like, you should probably decide that when you're older. Thank you. Like, I want to have tattoos just like Mama. And we're like, yeah, that's cool and all. How just think about that when you're older. You can't get any right now, and I'm going to tell you this right now. You might change your mind. Give her a tattoo. I should, yeah. I'll brand her. I'll give her branding. And then I'll tattoo her eyeball. Some people do that. She's brought up how she wants her ears pierced, and then she's chickened out of getting her ears pierced. And then she said she wanted to get her ears pierced for Christmas, and then never ever brought it up ever again. So we're like, I don't think I'm gonna do it yet. You know what I mean? Like, because she told me there was like 2 or 3 times where she told me that she wanted to be called by a certain nickname, but then she introduces herself as Shadow to like everybody, and then she goes, "Why won't they call me by the nickname that I never told them about?" And then don't ever bring up. Like, what? And then she hasn't brought it up for a long time. Well, yeah, she wants them to be pierced, but she doesn't want to do the piercing itself. Yeah, but at the same time, she also doesn't bring it up really. She'll bring it up like once, and then she'll forget they even exist. Like, she's not super passionate about it, and I'm not gonna schedule a ear piercing appointment for her to chicken out again if she's gonna, you know, if that's just gonna happen again. You know what I mean? It's one of those like, yeah, I'll wait for you to be a little older, maybe. We'll see. I didn't even say no. I said, if you really want it, we'll do it. They've just been watching my exploits. Friends are amazing. Salmon can create engine likes of which was before only dream. So friends just leave rest to salmon. Friends can kick back until ready. I'm kicking back. I'm eating watermelon.
Finally. Origin.
No! I don't want to die!
Mobius are an entity bound by the confines of this world. Strong, yet somehow fragile. Mobius, what even are they? Harvesting our lives to cling to life.
Flashbacks from
Even
last year,
stopping
yeah.
time.
These guys should, like, a
Yeah.
couple of these guys should be
Allowing for limiting conditions.
emotes by now.
We are reborn after we have died. A Mobius as well.
Mobius, they can't be brought back once they die.
Why is that?
I'm not sure myself. Although, each of them is fundamentally aware of this. That's why they're afraid of death.
They're scared, huh? I guess Yoren knew too.
And he still killed himself. And now he's really gone.
Still, he left us a parting gift.
Yeah. The smile on his face. I'll never forget it. Not until my dying breath.
What lies beyond death that Mobius fear it so? What the Queen said about the key that we hold. That smile might be it.
Because he broke free of Zed's control.
The power of hope. If we're being tried.
How to create future? Big props from Manana.
Any way you slice it, it's not about looking backwards. More like the opposite.
Oh, that was
No need to rack brains about.
very
Riku think it's fine
insightful there.
to just be true to self.
Riku makes a good point. Wanting to do what we want, to be how we want to be.
Eloquently
That's
put.
how we should carry on.
In that case, I'll continue down the road of the future that was meant to be.
If I were given the chance, if this road I've walked were to keep on going,
That's a
I'd
big
like to spend
vocabulary.
my
I
time
feel like he used
with my
more
Noah.
big words in his phrasing than he could have. You know, like, don't look back, only look forward. Like, he could have said that.
Forever isn't it.
He said the word opposite. Mr. Salmon. Oh, I'm hitting B. Fucking switch. I wait for you long time. Engine already installed. You shut your mouth, man. It's been 2 seconds. Yeah, that's true. You could just learn opposite. Yeah. I thought there was a language that does that. Affirmative, Riku will be pilot. Blah, 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 blah. We'll leave all that to Riku for the technical shit. Oh, this is very fine, yes. Salmon have calculate optimum route for throwing ship at vortex. Water around Far View Cape are good. Salmon send precise coordinates. Friends verify later. You do all that for us? Mr. Salmon, thank you so much. Without you, we wouldn't be able to join the battle. Oops. He probably said stay safe. I was bouncing my leg and fucking the controller's on the leg and where did I put my I dropped my phone. Oh, there it is. I always gotta put the black phone on a black piece of furniture and then it's camouflaged. Oh boy. I love GitHub has been sending me messages every single day saying that my corporate policy says I need to set an expiry date for my my access keys, and I haven't done that for months. So, oh, you know, you're not supposed to plug in random USB drives, right, into your computer? You know that whole thing, right? Now you shouldn't be plugging in USB cables into your computer that you find on the street. Because, they have these USB cables that have malicious tech inside of them. They have a little tiny storage device. They have a Wi-Fi chip. They'll fuck you up. God damn it. Yo! Yeah, this ship's sick. Also with the shadow thing, like she asked me the other day, can I take the guitar out of like storage in the garage, dig it out, so that she can mess with it? I'm like, you have a piano and a ukulele, and you don't even touch those things. No. Yeah, we were going to endgame. I don't have any other side quests to do. I got everyone at 20. Yep. DLC characters are at 20. Everyone's at 20.
We here, middle of Great Sea. Noah, please to activate cloaking device.
Roger.
I love it when somebody follows my porn account and their like profile reads husband, father, and grandfather, model, railroader,
Cloaking activated.
bird watcher, gardener,
No
painter.
issues yet.
Are we
Stuff
sure
like
this is
that.
really gonna work? They're
Oh
not gonna
boy.
like open fire when we get too close.
Like,
Maybe I shouldn't be here. If it ends up working to our disadvantage.
I've got
We
no
cross
problem with
bridge
it,
when we get to.
but
Anyhow, we small
it's just
targets,
funny
so
to
won't
see a
take every
degenerate
bullet.
like
Riku, you don't seem to be taking this seriously.
have a
If
profile
worst
of
comes to worst,
professionalism.
Try to draw the heat for ya. That'll take the wind out of their sail.
Okay. Hey, what's a sail again?
Fail.
We've made it this far. Just quit worrying. Go
Or
with
did
the
you get
flow,
them to
yeah?
kill you? No.
Spark's sake, talk about carefree. It's go time. Full power to engine.
What's a
There'll be
30?
a little drop, so make sure to hold on tight.
Wait, what drop?
Micro warning!
Yeah, I was wondering what was going to happen. How does this ocean shit work? Be ready for like 30 minutes of them driving. I've got watermelon.
So you've come, Ouroboros.
I didn't know we brought friends. Why are we cloaked? The guy sees us.
Huh? Check it! The sea's looking funky!
It not only see,
They'll actually explain the ocean in the DLC? Oh wow. I'd like to hear it.
No, no, no! We're going to get blown away!
We can hold on!
Something's coming.
I'm coming.
out on the other side. What is that?
I sense Mobius. Lots of them beyond the vortex.
They'll explain it as well as Xenoblade
It
turns
must
into
be
emotes.
Origin.
So that shadow, that's what we're after.
It's sparking ginormous!
Easily 10 times the size of a castle.
The place where everything began. Origin. The Kavesi Queen is there. Not to mention,
Why even resist when you could simply resign yourself to the flow? The endless now. Any resistors will be pacified and return to a perpetual cycle.
The sound mixing on this is bad. Dear every single video game / movie sound mix. Your music's too loud, man. Movies are usually pretty good. Yeah, you can turn the music down, but like normally it's fine during this game. I'm in the middle of a cutscene though. I don't think I can access the options. The thing I'm talking about though is I feel that the music in games, I typically have to turn it down in every single video game.
Oh, crap.
Mobius mutters. What are they thinking?
They're even shooting at colonies that haven't been freed.
Taking pot shots now?
They're still their allies. If they lost the plot.
You alive?
I can exit. I don't want to exit the game in the middle of a cutscene.
Just barely. They dropped one of our ships. How are you?
We're holding out here. Bastards. I can't believe they're firing at their own.
It is gone.
I thought we were the only ones they wanted gone.
Yeah. If this keeps up, they'll as good as raise the entire world.
They're all about life, aren't they? As long as they have Origin, they can keep on making more of us. For them, this might just count as charging up. Reveling in the final glimmers of our lives.
they want us to flicker out.
When do we all get yin yang?
When the last light fades, they're planning on starting over. In a world without us.
That's all kinds of messed up.
Who's still up there?
Done watermelon. Too much.
Isn't that the Colony 30 detachment?
But that's suicide!
Turn around!
Hey, don't do that. They're being fodder. They know what they're doing. Oh, it's like fucking squirted watermelon on the screen.
So much unavoidable tragedy in order to preserve the endless now. Fear not, you need not grieve. Lives come back around. In due time, you will all be reborn once again.
He's literally saying needless sacrifices or whatever. But like, he's literally the one killing him. He's the one who's doing it needlessly. Like, what's the point?
Those punks are getting rowdy.
They do seem thoroughly committed to ensuring our deaths, yes.
Maybe they're not even conscious of the whole notion of killing.
How so?
It's like a natural instinct. To them, it's as basic as breathing.
Nice theory, kid, but don't make excuses for it.
Of course.
All right then. Gondor!
Guess it's time to pull out all the stops. We'll play the decoy for you. You guys gun it, yeah? Go and clear us out a path. A path to give this world a future.
Gondor!
Hearing Gondor say anything
We're gonna
inspiring
get to the vortex. We'll need
just
your
falls
help.
flat.
Riku, pass me the controls.
Aye, aye.
How's the engine doing?
Spick and span. Admittedly, we lose some instruments to attack just now, but engine proper is raring to go.
All right, let's punch clear through.
Because, like,
Hold on to
I'm just
something.
expecting
It's gonna be a
Gondor to be
rough
like,
ride.
say something inspiring, and then immediately after be like, and then take the poop and shove it in their noses. What? Be like, you're a failure and blah blah blah. Like,
Gondor!
okay.
Keep going. Mind your own ship, Dad.
Yeah, see?
Distance to vortex rim, 304. Powering shields to max. Noah, when punched through, open throttle to full. We climb up flow in one big swell.
Roger that.
It's very Star Wars right now. I just want to see it look cool. Like, that's all.
We can't take much more.
Like, it has about 15 minutes.
Ouroboros.
But a few. Oh, my light is on my phone. What the hell?
Over there, the center.
Yeah, this is the trench run in
Riku,
Star Wars.
deploy the ram.
Riku on it.
We've got a clear shot. Here goes.
I can definitely tell what's going on. Uh-huh. This reminds me of Nier. Nier Replicant. There's a big old ball in Nier Replicant.
Almost like a Pharaonis, huh?
Not that big though.
The original Pharaonis.
This one's the first.
Not just first. I think all Pharaonises derived from this one right here.
That would make it the first. That didn't help my glasses at all. God damn it. Origin. Welcome to Final Destination. We kind of brought a fox.
Whoa. So this is what it's like on the inside. It's all just machines and more machines.
I also see trace amounts of the black fog.
Hey, this metal. It's like Noah's sword.
You're right. It is the same.
I can tell by touching it.
Mio, you know what's in here?
I've got metal sensing hands.
Sorry, no. Whenever we teleported, it was always to a large, dim room. I think that was Zed's doing, to keep the location secret.
Well, guess we're searching the old-fashioned way then.
What about the other Mobius? Anything?
About that, it's odd. It's like they're right here beside me, but also far away. I feel like I'm surrounded by them on all sides.
Well, this is the enemy base and all. Kinda makes sense.
Oops.
Or maybe
I kicked the volume control.
this whole place, floor, walls and ceiling, everything here could be Mobius.
Sounds quieter than it was before. Eco off.
Is it them?
No. The transmission pattern's different.
That sword is
It's
exciting.
feeling. It's like it's calling to us.
You think it's the Kressi Queen?
Maybe.
Where then? Can you tell?
Below.
Do we go, Noah?
Yeah, let's go. It's all been leading to this. I wonder what's around here.
Camp.
Anyone feel like taking a break?
Wow, that wasn't unlocked initially? That's kind of shitty.
Yeah, you can't always give 100%.
I just want to make sure that I'm all leveled up. And I also want
Let's
to
keep things on a
put,
tight loop.
unfortunately, Fiona on my team.
The future awaits.
Future awaits. And then, what level's Fiona? That's fine. Yeah, I didn't go there yet, Never been there. I recently, so there's this guy who has like a $1 million.
But I mean, thanks to somebody's piloting skills.
Is this like still too quiet? Did I have this at 67? There's this guy who has a $1 million supernatural test, essentially. If you claim you have some supernatural or like psychic power, he'll set up a series of tests for you to prove it.
Oops, they found us.
After all this gameplay, you're not really overloaded. What do you mean? These guys are level 63. I feel like I'm pretty over leveled. What am I targeted on? Oh. Final boss is 75, or top 75? No, I'll beat him. I'm a tough 80.
What the spark were those things? They fall
Ribbons.
apart the moment we take them down.
The black fog is gone too.
They're not mechanical, but neither are they biological.
Something wrong, Mio?
They're
As they fell,
They're magical.
I could feel it, very slightly. A vague whiff of Mobius coming off them. Those things? What's that mean?
The musk of Mobius.
I'm not sure.
Mio, didn't you say before all this could be Mobius?
Yeah.
Are you trying to say those things might be Mobius as well?
But they don't even look human.
I think the shape might not matter so much.
Huh?
I think I'm starting to get the picture. I feel like I know what Mobius is.
Can you tell me then? You can't tell me then. That's alright. Yeah, I know what Mobius is too.
You who wield the sword of the end.
You
The
just,
endless now.
I want you to
is
tell
under
me to
threat
make
of
sure,
being cut short.
so I can make sure you know.
Could you do it, I wonder? Could you slay the ones who advance relentlessly toward despair? You do, after all, desire eternity above all others. Now, take it in your hand. For the endless now, for that which you so desire.
Like how his hair's stiff. Like they could have gave him a slightly different hair model for that. But I guess not. Too much effort, you know? I mean, they could have shot it a little differently too, but you know, well, whatever. But yeah, there's the $1 million. What does Mobius even mean at this point? Yeah, it's their buzzword right now. I don't know.
It's all new.
Mobius is, you know what I mean? It like, you ever like feel Mobius? You know, you could just feel it. Cool.
Time for a little rest.
So this one lady who does dowsing entered the $1 million thing in front of a. I thought there was a force field. Well, I made it. No, I didn't. Fuck. This is like Mobius. This is like Morbius. You know, when everyone's like Morbin, but you're Mobin. I thought there was gonna be I thought I saw like a visible force field. And anyway, yeah, this lady who does dowsing entered the thing, and she said that she can douse like if you just have a bunch of cards in envelopes, and you know, you put your card in an envelope, and then they all get shuffled around and then laid out. That she can douse where your card is.
Something so valuable here.
And so the guy in front of the audience had him out, and then he had her douse, and they agreed that she had to get 3 out of 3 correct. if she claims, and I don't know how many cards they had in the array of choices, but she literally got the first one wrong. I don't know if she quit after the first one or what, but then she accepted defeat and she walked away. She apparently then started to rethink her dowsing ability and whether or not it's actually real. Which is like, oh, like this is, yes, exactly, yeah, do it. And then she doubled down and said that the moderator of this and the organizer of this cheated for some reason. I guess so that they didn't have to give her the $1 million. It's just really sad to see somebody who, like, I know it's their life's work, right? And it's, how do you put down your life's work like that when you believe in such a thing? But it's always really sad to see people like that double down. Because you're like, oh, you're so close, and they're like, no, you know what? The universe is against me. Like, what? Maybe they did cheat. They could have. I really don't think they did. Very interesting. Notice that? The texture of that disappears. This is very minor and stupid, but like, yeah, if you see over there, that texture. Oh, it's just an LOD thing. Look at that. Huh.
This is something decent, right?
I wouldn't make an assumption one way or the other. Yeah. The fact that the entire thing was in front of a live studio audience, and I don't think they were obscured whatsoever. But my point is, a lot of these people that have these like very out there beliefs, right? They believe in these supernatural, crazy, spiritual, whatever things. Any evidence against them, they very quickly like ignore it or like say that they're cheating. Stuff like that. That happens with like a lot of just ideologies and shit like that in general. Oh, this guy's cool. And again, look at the Republican Party right now. George Santos gets arrested. And for fucking... I thought it was like embezzlement. I forget exactly what the charge is right now. And I'm reading people online, and they're going, well, the FBI arrested him, and the FBI's corrupt, therefore he didn't do anything wrong. See, you could just always make up shit to like be like, I'm right. You know what? I'm correct. Everyone else is wrong. I'm the correct one. Like, it's such a fucking toxic way to think, you know? It's so dangerous to think that way. Here's the next thing, though. If she was truly a psychic and she could douse properly, and she claims that he cheated and he swapped the card for a different... He didn't have the card in there or whatever, in the array of cards to select from, why didn't her dowsing reveal that? Why didn't her fucking dangly pendant point towards his pocket or whatever? You know, like... You can't just ask people why they're wrong.
I'm the girl with the gall.
That would challenge their beliefs. You can't do that. Oh my god, the fan's off. We have a winter storm warning right now, or watch rather right now, chat. It's stupid. The thing in general is you can't ever challenge anyone's abilities to do anything. If a psychic says they can do something, they can do it. See, I've got a,
I'm the girl with the gall.
I've got a dowsing ability. It's called
Okay, buddy.
deducing some things by logic.
Oh, good thing we found this.
Doesn't feel like I should be able to do this, but I am. Uh-huh. So I guess down below is where I should go. And this didn't give me much. Maybe I can sped ran. I recently watched a Breath of the Wild speedrun, and because my favorite speedrunner was playing it for the first, or it's the first time I've ever seen them do a speedrun of the game. I don't know if it's the first time they've done it. And they were doing some glitches that I was like, oh my god, I want to do those. How am I enjoying Tears of the... What do you mean? I don't have Tears of the Kingdom. That doesn't come out for 25 more hours. What do you mean I went physical? It's not out yet. It doesn't come out till Friday. 12th.
Well, we've been found.
I didn't go... It's not that I went physical. I didn't download the leaked ROM. You're in a different time zone. It comes out the 12th. The only thing significant about tomorrow is / the 11th is the COVID national emergency gets lifted.
Sure I did, Santa. You look great. Ha! Oh, that's a rare
Sorry,
word.
I don't do restraint. You
So I'm gonna try to do that glitch. Like Link gets like this bomb attached to his hand, and then he just like floats really fast in a direction. It's nuts. Yeah, so you said maybe the psychic wanted people to believe without proof. With faith. That's what they do. Like, psychics prey on your emotions and shit. Like, that's what they do. They goddamn deceive you, and they prey on your emotions, and they prey on you to fill in the blanks. And they use vague, like, assumptions of things, or vague claims until somebody, like, starts filling in stuff. That's how any of this, like, spiritual, like, horoscopes do the same thing. They put vague shit, and then you have the ability to attach yourself to the, a lot of brains have the, they typically attach stuff to positive reinforcement rather than the negative. So horoscopes get things right, people remember that, but if it gets things wrong, people kind of ignore it. They go, oh, not really. And then it's like, you really like cheese, and they're like, hold on.
Way too soon. Hear that, Noah?
Yeah, I like cheese.
Let's want something a bit meatier.
No, I don't want Tears of the... I didn't say no. It's a Breath of the Wild glitch. And I learned how to do it today online. Here's a Tears of the Kingdom spoiler for you. Somebody who got the ROM said that one of the glitches in Breath of the Wild has been patched in Tears of the Kingdom.
That's how you pull off a win.
Yeah. See if we can keep this up.
Which one? I don't know.
Sorry, I don't do restraint. Well, this won't be any trouble.
These energy bats and energy scorpions and energy humans sure are. Sorry. I'm very excited for it, though.
Pretty big. So, when's the battle happening?
Stinkies. There's stinkies coming out. Is the purple mist just Mobius farts?
Okay, buddy. Surprise me. Whoa, this is really good.
Beep beep bop bleep blip.
Sorry, I don't do restraint.
Then what other thing? I'm absolutely baffled to know that Scarlet and Violet still doesn't have home support. Like, reading books today, and one of the books I tossed was about how to do violent. That's so true. They use actual studies that had confirmed that video games are very good at teaching. Yeah, that's. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm gonna rant about that now. Talking about home support is coming after the DLC.
If only you didn't charge off on your own.
It's just kind of ridiculous that the home thing that people pay monthly for, yearly for, I guess. Very little, but it's still like it's more than people pay for a lot of other services.
We'll be done in a blink.
Is it supporting the game already when it comes up? And on top of that, I understand that home, like, is still a program, and programs take time to do stuff with, but It's like the home code can't be that complicated. It really can't. It's probably just got to take some parsing. And
I'm the girl with the gall.
people shouldn't be paying yearly for it. It doesn't delete your Pokemon. It doesn't? I heard that it deletes it like after like a month grace period or something like that.
Well,
Either way, I
we've
pay
been
for
fast.
it yearly because it's like $5 or something. Well, it's $5. But yeah, still, it's silly.
That was spectacular.
And I was the MVP. You were all thinking it.
I mean, I guess it's not too surprising coming from the people that that like didn't patch most of the fucking major glitches out of that game until everyone was already done with the game, including me. Someone who plays it a lot slower. Oh, they're trying to slowly roll that. Yeah, I guess so. I mean, they can literally just... They could have implemented a system that makes it so you can't transfer those raid Pokemon over until the raid event's over. You know what I mean? Like if they understood how fucking updates work and like live services work, they'd be able to do this shit whenever. Well, that's a good view. Good. Mobile games do this shit all the time. They roll stuff weekly. Like,
This is something decent, right?
again, this is Pokemon we're talking about. I get it.
Sorry, I don't do restraint.
That's right. Let's make it quick.
It will wait till after A says yes. Well, then just instead of waiting till after the raid, just don't let any of those Pokemon from the raids get transferred yet. Like, that's as simple as that. Add support for every other Pokemon. And hell, add support for the new Walking Wake and Iron Leaves. Why not? They're new. And then all the other ones just don't add it.
They're coming right for us.
They could still predate the people to do the raids. Okay, but that makes the raids even less valuable. It doesn't make it less valuable. They could still get the Pokemon, and then once every single raid is done, they can add support for those raid Pokemon, and then they could transfer the fucking Pokemon with their special tag over to home. I'm saying, like, just wait. Like, there's a better, what I'm saying is there's a better strategy than, like, you can have both ways. That's a pretty long wait. That's fucking, what they're doing anyway.
Whoa, this is really good.
They could have waited until essentially they
What's a view?
it's like these critters but goopified. They got lots of heads. If they were waiting for after the DLC, they could have added all the raid support for those Pokemon Specifically, when the raids, when the DLC came out. You know what I mean? You can have it many ways. Your special tag Pokemon can be transferred eventually. But anyone that wants to use the fucking service just for their living dexes or whatever, or yeah, whatever, I don't know, they can just do it now. They can transfer over their shiny Wurmple or whatever the fuck. Wurmple's not in the game. But
Sorry, I don't do restraint.
I can do this with my eyes closed.
they piss off fans. Well, fans are pissed off that there's no home support. Like, it's easier for them to do inaction with the field than action with the field. Yeah, I guess. I think they'd piss less people off, though. Oh, okay. It's a fun background.
You look great.
Are there infinite lads? Is this guy coming to resupply the zone? I don't know. No, they're just out there. They're just doing the rounds. But talking about the studies thing,
To see it for yourself, eh?
it's just incredibly frustrating. These unique jobbers over here, Ghost Fist Poison. I'm not gonna lie, Ghost Fist. Holy fuck, I got Ghost Fisted. Oh my lord. Put me in your protection zone. It's so annoying how many times people jump to conclusions by reading studies. And like the amount of cherry picking that people do, it's crazy to me. So many times will flat earthers quote NASA to say that the Earth is flat or like the moon landings are fake. They're using NASA as a source for the moon landing being fake. But NASA as a source says that the moon landings are real. It's such a stupid... Literally, they're jumping to the wrong conclusion. Here's always the thing. Read the conclusion of a scientific article, a peer-reviewed journal, and do not look into it and extend those conclusions to anything else. If something says that there may be a possibility, don't turn that into it is the fact that. If something says that something is affected some of the time, do not say it's affected all of the time. If something says that video games are good at teaching, don't then jump to a further conclusion that they will teach you how to be more violent. I was more just surprised that it wasn't that random person on the Reddit public post library bot. It wasn't that old. It was citing games from 2 gens ago. I mean, yeah. I mean, there's flat earthers that have published their books, right? It is crazy that the library bought it. But how much does the library know on this subject? You know what I mean? They use cartoon violence to argue kids with them. Yeah, and I hate this because, like, this is exactly the old people argument. And I cannot stress this enough. Analyze other countries' violent rates and video game consumption rates. Just do that real quick. You'll find that there probably isn't a correlation between the two. His writer's a colonel in the military. I can't believe this. I can't stress this enough too, but like people have this like appeal to authority fallacy constantly when it comes to people in the military. They think that people in the military are like some of the smartest people on earth.
Yeah. See if we can keep this up.
I'm here to inform you, they are not. It doesn't matter if they're a colonel or not. They can still be fucking stupid. I guess you said video games are just military training tools? And the big companies try to get kids addicted to? Yeah, why? See, like, there's this, like, there's a scheme that they have, right? They're like, oh, this scheme is happening. But why? And yeah, you can, like, make stuff up. You can literally make stuff up for anything, but, like,
Can't
it's
forget
silly.
our progress update.
So came to study, which it didn't source, proved that the adolescent boys who play video games are much more likely to lack any social skills, and girls who play them are much more likely to be depressed. Now, and again, that's very cool. Let's make the let's give them the benefit of the doubt and say that is true. That doesn't say like that. It doesn't. That's again, correlation does not mean causation. And you have a chicken and egg scenario here. That is it that the video games cause this, or could it be that people with less social skills and who are depressed and don't want to go out and do stuff might be more likely to chill at home and play video games because they don't want to deal with other shit? I mean, yeah, I just put it out there. You know, like it's just, it's such short-sighted thinking. It's ridiculous. As a librarian, I appreciate that I have a say in what books we buy, and I can do like most books and shit. Oh, you can. Yeah, I mean that is nice.
What were they gonna do? Make me yawn myself to death?
Still sucks that you have to buy some conspiracy theory shit, but what can you do? And I mean, I would argue that, you know, stuff like alternative medicine and stuff like that. It's all under the same book. It's all under like misinformation, essentially. But like, what do? You know, people have the right to read bullshit too.
And I was the MVP. You're all
Doesn't mean that
big
you
nuts.
have to supply it, but you know. Like flat earthers, right? When you say that, when they say that the governments, all the governments in the world are in cahoots, trying to hide the shape of the earth, right? One of their biggest claims is that we can't go to Antarctica.
I'd say we were moving in sync, right, Tyon?
They say that the Antarctic Treaty says that we cannot go to Antarctica. It doesn't. They claim that like civilians are not allowed to go to Antarctica. It doesn't say that in the Antarctic Treaty. If you read the Antarctic Treaty, it doesn't say that. They claim it does. They won't show you which section it's in. They'll just say that it says it. But like,
Only you didn't charge off on your own.
Whoa, got a
they say that
red
the
dot
military
right
like
here.
protects it and stuff like that. Here's the deal, yeah. Can't go to Antarctica, I'm broke. Yeah, you could take a fucking cruise to Antarctica. I think they said that there's like, they believe that there's like up to 3,000 people on Antarctica or something like that doing research at all times. Or up to, not at all times. Up to. Something like that. There's a lot more people on Antarctica than people think. But they're all researchers, right? They don't permanently live there. They drill in the ice and they revive million-year-old viruses. For science, of course. But then people ask, why would the government want to hide the shape of the Earth? Yeah, the flat earthers will reply, so we don't go to Antarctica. Like, they don't want us going to Antarctica. And people then ask, well, why? And that, what's wrong with Antarctica? They say that Antarctica is filled with tons of bountiful resources and things that the government can get and then sell. And they don't want private corporations and like people discovering that. Which is frankly one of the stupidest reasons, considering that like, yeah, how many people are gonna fucking be like, all right, I'm gonna get on my coat, hop into my car, and drive over to Antarctica real quick and scoop me up some resources. It's fucking stupid.
It shouldn't be much of a problem, right?
There's also lots of the fact that there's cameras there, yeah, they swam. I mean, they would probably explain it by God putting there. Like, that's literally it. I think there's a lot of ice that you could sell to other places. That's true, yeah. Well, they don't have to use ice machines then. You could save money on ice
if we can keep
machines.
this up.
And you can't just get ice anywhere, you know, like that's just not. Ice doesn't grow on trees.
Alright, get it over with.
That's a good quote. I'm gonna change my Discord status to that. So yeah, I just there's lots of these people just draw stupid conclusions from their stuff, right? Like,
Oops, they found us.
it's a lot of them are like. It seems that a lot of the like really famous flat earthers. This is what people say, so don't take this with a huge grain of salt. But like, there's a lot of people that think that a lot of these big flat earthers, they don't actually believe that the Earth's flat. They're doing it because that's their fucking, that's their content, right? They get the people passionate and they come over. This is not saying that all of them are. There's just a few that they're like, fucking, it just really seems like this guy, by how irrational that this person acts, even like
Come after me, and that's what you get.
during times that it's like, wait, what?
Something so valuable here.
It seems like that they are being a Poe, as they call it. There are times where I wish games were like old video games and these slats were just like one continuous fucking floor and I didn't get stuck in them. You know?
Is that what I think it is?
Shall we deal with this?
But I mean, during COVID, the amount of studies and shit that I saw that people were trying to do some fucking armchair science and read scientific studies about masks and drawing conclusions. The amount of like fucking research papers I read, because people would have arguments with me on Twitter and they would post an actual source and I would pick that source apart, right? I would fucking demolish them. And their response wasn't, oh, maybe I was wrong. It would be constant whataboutism. It would be like, well, what about this other thing then? But what about this other thing then? Holy shit. Like, you can't be convinced, right? Like, you literally told me that this paper concludes that masks don't do anything. I literally went to the conclusion of the paper, copy-pasted it, and highlighted the section that talked about masks, and pointed out how it never once mentioned anything about not wearing a mask. And then you're gonna fucking just ignore that? Oh, well, I guess I was wrong here, but whatever, because I'm still right. That armchair science, we wouldn't have armchairs. Armchairs were accidentally discovered by leaving a chair out in the sun for too long. They weren't made by scientists.
There's time here, isn't it? Over there.
We'll be done in a
Has to be done.
I mean, there's people, armchairs were discovered inside by scientists in Antarctica. That's what they mine for. They drill into the ice and find armchairs. There's no way to develop an armchair otherwise. Armchairs are a finite resource. Eventually we're gonna run out of armchairs. They're a fossil fuel. I mean, there's also people that would literally buy like testing equipment, and flat earthers kind of do this too. They buy testing equipment, and they try to test shit, right? So people were trying to prove that masks trap in CO2 and they'll suffocate you. But like, so people would buy a CO2 sensor, put it next to their mouth, it would start beeping because, like it's at dangerous levels, right? But that's the thing is, if you take off your mask and you put the CO2 sensor next to your mouth and breathe on it, it also beeps that there's dangerous levels of CO2. Because your exhale has a lot of CO2 in it.
Not to worry, just stick to the plan.
Like, it was the silliest thing. There's like zero control. None of them, they're people who are trying to be scientists, and they don't know how to control their own, like, observations and stuff. Like, holy shit. Like, as a computer scientist, so as somebody who's worked in testing for a long time, you know how to fucking eliminate possibilities, you know? Unless you're Daryl. If you're Daryl, you believe in bullshit. You make a lot of poison, yeah. Don't drink your pee for too long.
Sorry, I don't do restraint. That's right. Let's make it quick.
Yeah, Shad, yeah. No, I commented on that on Twitter. Yeah, I commented to that on Twitter. Because this person was like, oh my god, the meat. They kept posting links to how there was a scientific article that said that that scientists used magnetic fields to assemble laboratory meat. And so they thought that, no, it's laboratory meat, it's going to hurt you. Again, why would magnetic meat necessarily hurt you? Right, they didn't even explain why that's a bad thing. But anyway, yeah, I commented on the video and I said,
I'd say we were moving in sync, right, Tyon?
yeah, I said, this is really bad science. I said,
Okay, buddy.
look, there's lots of factors you didn't take into account. Like maybe the thing around the meat is nicknamed cling wrap for a reason. Did you try using a similarly weighted object to stick to it, / a similarly shaped object that is diamagnetic to see if it sticks? Like, I don't know, plastic. No, you didn't. You assume these things and then, oh. That one was slippery and the other one wasn't. Speaking of magnets, I want to share something. Okay, God, my nose sucks. Oh, a cute little coin that Conan drew. Wait, what? What am I reading here? Turn on fuck off. Oh, I accidentally clicked on their actual Twitter and not on the tweet. on, they post a lot. Gotta go back. Alright. Why the fuck would you wear that to an MRI? Like, yeah, the sex toy company probably should have said it had metal in it. Never wear a butt plug to an MRI appointment. My God. Holy shit. An anal railgun. Now, I'd like to see that railgun work in the opposite direction, you know? Like that's a pretty shitty injury, but like... What if, see, that could have military applications, that's all I'm saying. Why isn't that colonel of the military writing about shooting butt plugs out of your anus instead of childhood video game violence? This thing making cool Star Wars noises.
We were moving in sync, right, Tyon?
Here's what I'm going to say about this zone. It's kind of boring.
Sorry, I don't do restraint. Let's light these mutters up.
Honestly, I sort of think you are the dumbass. Why are you wearing a butt plug with MRI? Yeah, I mean... Alright, look. A lot of these people who like to do these sort of things, their kink is the fact that they can do that shit in public, right? That they're fucking hiding the fact that they got a butt plug in them.
That was spectacular.
And I was the MVP.
And so they were fucking... That is their kink, you know?
Good thing we found this.
Like, that's like the ultimate risque. Like, that's the risque kink or whatever. I don't know what you would call it. But, like, that's the ultimate, right? Like, you're wearing a butt plug to your doctor. Like...
Not to worry, just stick to the plan.
They could discover it because... But yeah, it's pretty fucking stupid. Yeah, I feel bad for the medical professionals, yeah. I mean, to the guys, they discovered it. Yeah, they discovered it, yeah. They probably would have discovered it anyway. I don't know what silicone looks like on an MRI, but I would think it would show up as something.
You what?
Silicone's
Supposed to be following me.
a pretty dense material. All things considered, right? But
This could be dicey.
depends on we're right. But obviously he got a whole side profile. Below my upper spine. Right. Yeah, no, I get it. It's localized. Right? They see a rule. But like, if he's having problems, either way, even if they don't do an MRI in that region, he's still gonna get fucked. Right? They'll still discover it. He might also be lucky that they did do an MRI of that region. You know what I mean? Because could you imagine they did an MRI of his brain or whatever, and it did the same thing? They just have like an image of a brain, and they're like, "What the fuck is happening?" They can't just like look over at a scan and then go, "Oh." Magnets might as well be magic. Wait, are we still fighting this thing? It's like, where's its health bar? The very top of the screen. To be fair to that guy, the company should be sued. Right, like they still should get in trouble for that. Companies should not claim that something is not magic. Oh, moly.
See if we can keep this up.
Is there a camp nearby? Yeah. No, it's nothing. I'm not gonna say that guy didn't fuck up. Warp? No, I don't want to warp. I know I could fast travel. Oh no.
I wonder what's around here.
Okay. I'm gonna activate. Yeah, I don't have to activate this. Whatever. I'm in the battle. I can fast travel to this location. I'll beat up these dudes, and I'm gonna ride this elevator up. It very clearly goes upstairs. I don't have to, but I'm already fighting these guys. I have to fight these guys. But yeah, that. People really need to think about this shit. Oh boy. I mean, you know, there's a famous case of the McDonald's hot coffee, right? But in that specific instance, the lady didn't fuck up, right? That McDonald's got so many like complaints that the coffee was absolutely way too hot. Like too hot. Like, liquid shouldn't be served to customers at that temperature ever.
Only you didn't charge off
and she got like fucking 3rd-degree burns and had to get skin grafts. Like, coffee shouldn't be served at that temperature. You should be able to buy hot coffee, accidentally spill it on your hand, and not have to get skin grafts.
This goes here, that goes there.
So, be lucky you
Time
didn't
for a little rest.
earn a nomination for Darwin. Actually, might have earned a Darwin Award. If it's reproductive organs, I don't know. Maybe they were. Okay, no, don't. If I remember right. Okay, it's not right up there. But like, again, I'm not gonna fault him too much, right? It's still pretty stupid. Don't wear a butt plug to a medical appointment.
I've already got food on the brain.
Shouldn't do that. Seems pretty dumb. But we could switch the scenario to, what if he wore a bracelet?
Can't forget our progress update.
Right. Let's just say he wore a bracelet. I mean, bracelets are visible and the doctors might make him take it off. But maybe let's say he wore, I don't know, a fucking hoop around his goddamn waist. Right? And the doctors didn't notice. And he forgot he was wearing the hoop. Or he was wearing the hoop and he said, well, he thought in his head, well, the hoop did say that it's 100% silicone. So I'm going to trust what it says.
Can't forget our progress update.
I'm all refreshed.
Metal belt
and
buckle
ready
might be a
to
good
take on the
analogy.
world.